Hey guys, thank you for coming to my channel. In this video, I'll be teaching you guys about all of the English tenses, past, present, and future. As I mentioned, there's past, present, and future tense. Each tense has these four forms: simple, perfect, continuous, and perfect continuous. And I'll be elaborating on all of these throughout the video. So first we have past tense, which means the action happened already or the action happened before now. Past simple, the action was completed at a specific time in the past. Past simple is formed by adding an ed to the verb. Also, keep in mind that there are a lot of irregular verbs as well, so you would conjugate those accordingly, like run, what's another one? Spend would turn to spent, and so on. So just remember to conjugate irregular verbs accordingly. So our example says, I walked to school because I missed the bus. As you can see, walk turned to walked with the ed. We followed the formula. And as you can see, this is also an action that was completed at a specific time in the past. This action was completed when I missed the bus. So the action started and then it was finished. Next, we have past perfect, which means the action was completed before another past action was completed. Past perfect is formed by using had plus the past participle. So our example says, I had walked home after I got off of work. As you can see, we use had and we use the past participle, walked, and one past action was completed before the other. So I got off of work first, and that was complete, and then I had walked home, and that was the second action that was completed, past action that was completed. Next, we have past continuous, which means an ongoing action was interrupted by another action. This is formed by using was or were, depending on the subject, plus the verb ending in ing. So our example says, I was walking to work before he tripped me. As you can see, we used was plus the verb walk plus ing, so walking. So me walking was the action that was interrupted because he tripped me. So I was walking, which was one action, and then he tripped me, which was another action. Next, we have past perfect continuous, which means the action started in the past and continued up to another past event. This is formed by using had been and the verb ending in ing. So I had been walking is a past event, and then since I was a kid is also a past event. And as you can see, I used had been plus the verb, which is walk, with an ing at the end. So that makes it walking. Next, we have present tense, which means the action is happening now or the action happens regularly. So what is present simple? Present simple means the action is done regularly. This tense is formed by using the verb plus s if needed. This also depends on the subject. So if I was saying she walks, it would be the verb plus an s at the end. But if I'm talking about if I'm using I as the subject, it would just say I walk. So that's why it says you use an s if needed, because it depends on the subject. So yeah, the example says, I walk to work every morning. As you can see, this is an action that happens regularly. Next, we have present perfect, which means the action was completed in the past but relates to the present. This is formed by using have or has, depending on the subject, plus the past participle. This tense has always confused me because I've always wondered how this action or the action relates to the present. Like, that's always confused me. But I guess because it's something that you've done before, you could still do it in the present. So yes, as you can see, we followed the formula and we used have plus the past participle, which is walked. Next, we have present continuous, which is pretty simple. The action is ongoing. This is formed by using am, is, or are, depending on the subject, plus the verb ending in ing. So our example says, I am walking fast. As you can see, this is an ongoing action. We also used the formula. We used am, since the subject is I, we will use am. And we used the verb, which is walk, ending in ing, so walking. Next, we have present perfect continuous, which means the action is ongoing. The action started in the past and it's still going on. This is formed by using have or has been, depending on the subject, plus the verb ending in ing. So our example says, I have been walking since I was a kid. As you can see, we use the formula. Since the subject is I, we would use have been. And we turned the verb walk into walking. We added the ing. So I've been walking since I was a kid, but the action is still ongoing because I still walk till this day. This tense is pretty simple to understand as well. Next, we have future tense, which means the action will happen after now. So what does future simple mean? Future simple means the action will be started and completed in the future. This is formed by using will plus the verb. This is simple. So our example says, I will walk tomorrow. As you can see, we used will and we use the verb, which is walk. So I'll start my walking tomorrow and I'll also complete my walking tomorrow. Next, we have future perfect, which means the action will be completed by a specific time in the future. This is formed by using will have plus the past participle. So our example says, by next week, I will have walked 10 miles in all. So our specific time in the future is next week, and the action that will be completed by next week, by the future, which is also next week, is walking the 10 miles in all. And as you can see, we followed the formula. We used will have plus the past participle, which in this case is walked. Next, we have future continuous, which is also pretty simple to understand. This means the action is ongoing in the future. This is formed by using will be plus the verb ending in ing. So our example says, I will be walking in the walkathon next week. So the future, in this case, is next week, and the action that'll be ongoing in the future is walking. The walking isn't just going to stop. Well, it will eventually, but it will be ongoing for a while before I stop. As you can see, we followed the formula. We used will be followed by the verb, which is walk, ending in ing, so walking. And lastly, we have future perfect continuous, which means the ongoing action will start in the future and continue until a certain time. This is formed by using will have been plus the verb ending in ing. So our example says, by next week, I will have been walking for 15 years. So the ongoing action that will start in the future is the walking. In the future is next week. And this action will continue until a certain time, and that's why 15 years is included in this sentence, because by 15 years, which is a certain time, I will have been walking for 15 years, that is. And as you can see, we followed the formula. We use will have been plus the verb, which is walk, ending in ing, so it turns to walking. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this video informative. If you did find this video informative, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, or all of the above, and I'll see you next time.